Hey everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Mage's Quick Slayer Guide for Range. So we'll be killing Spiritual Mages in the God Wars dungeon. The hard requirements for that is 70 agility, and you must have completed Troll Stronghold just up to after the dad part. So as far as gear for this, what you're going to want is range gear with some prayer bonus, and also some different faction armor, such as Zamrak, Bandos, Sarah, Armado, things like that, so you just don't get piled when you go down there. You can do less, it's really up to you and how comfortable you are with that. As far as the inventory goes, you'll want to bring some range pots. I always like to bring a stand pot just because the cold drains your run down to 0, and it also saps your stats, so you want a super restore and some prayer pots. Also, bring a couple rope if you've never been there. You're going to need one rope to get into God Wars, and then you're going to need another rope to actually go down into the Saradomin encampment. So the notable drops for these guys is pretty much just dragon boots and hard clues. Other than that, they're kind of bad. As far as getting there, you can either use Trollheim Teleport, which is really convenient because it pops up right near here. You could use Games Necklace and then run all the way up if you want to. I prefer the Trollheim Teleport. So one thing to note when you're going here is these thrower trolls here. Just pray from range when you run by them because they can hit pretty hard. I've never actually died from them, but every time I've ever been here, I've been told to put on pray from range. So I'd rather not test that, and neither should you unless you're feeling ballsy. So. Oh, you can fail the obstacles too, apparently. It's just a rock. There we go. Okay, so you're going to run past here, pray from range, run these evil level 68 trolls. You can crawl through this crack or push the rock. I just like to crawl through the crack. It really just puts you out in the same area. Right? Boom. You're just behind the rocks this time. But you'll notice that your run energy gets sapped all the way, and your stats will get drained. So that's why I have the super restore. You're also going to want to protect from melee here so the dogs don't eat you. Because it is multi, they're level 132. And it's just not a good idea to get hit by them. Okay, climb on down. So let's take a look at the map here. Where you're going to want to go is ideally right here. That's where we're going to go. So we're going to have just an agility shortcut here, the rope descent, and that's why I mentioned the rope in the first part here, because you're going to need to use it. I've already been here, so I didn't bring a rope. But what you do is just click on this rock, you put the rope on there, and then you'll climb down, and then the rope's going to be there for like all eternity. So here we are with the spiritual mages. So what you'll notice here is there's about 3 of them. Sometimes they attack things like right here, the feral vampire, and what you can do is just sneak in there without prayer and just nuke them, and they're not going to hit you. So you can do it that way. It will be a little slower to wait for them to attack things, but you don't have to use any prayer. For me, I kind of do just an opportunistic whatever's going on kind of thing, like I'm going to attack this guy, and I'll have to pray for it, but that's okay. So the drops for these guys, like I mentioned earlier, are the dragon boots and the hard clue scrolls. Other than that, they're not that great of a task. So I started killing these a little more off camera, hoping maybe I'd get like a dragon boots drop to show off, but that didn't happen. So that wraps up everything for this video. Thanks for watching and good luck on the dragon boots.